Coming up on September 3rd, Song of the Mountains will once again bring some great music to the Lincoln Theater in Marion, Virginia. And here to tell us about the great lineup and to perform for us this morning is Tim White. Tim, appreciate you being here. You brought some compadres with you there.
I've known these guys. These guys are older than white thread. I tell you, I've known them a long time. This is Donnie Ollis from Hickory Tree, Tennessee.
All right.
Gary Ollis, better known as Troublesome Hollow, when we all get together.
Okay.
We're going to be on that show September the 3rd, and we're going to have world-class fiddler with us, Jim Buchanan. Now, Jim played 15 years with Mel Tillis, 20 years with George Jones.
Right.
On the Grand Ole Opry, Jim and Jesse Osmond brother. He's going to be our fiddle player.
Right. How did y'all rate him?
We have to pay him.
Oh, okay.
And then Randy, I shouldn't have said that. Now we got to pay Randy Jackson. Randy Jackson's going to be on the mandolin for us. He's from Bristol, Virginia.
Right.
Well, we've got a dynamic show lined up for folks, and we played together back in the late 70s through the 90s, mid-90s. We took about 18 years off. We've been back together picking for about 2 years now.
And what can folks expect with the rest of that lineup? I mean, you've got some great musicians.
World-class musicians. A lot of them have performed on the Grand Ole Opry.
Right.
Like Mike Stevens and Raymond Mcclain. Mike Stevens is a phenomenal harmonica player out of Canada. It's been about 10 years since they've been on our show. Raymond's been on there with the college groups.
Right.
But Mike Stevens is worth the price of admission all by himself. You just have to not only hear him but see him. He's all over the place when he plays that harmonica. But he and Raymond did 10 years with Jim and Jesse on the Opry. We've also got my favorite singer-songwriter, Michael Reno Harrell. Michael's been on the show. I think this makes his 4th or 5th time.
Fan favorite.
Yeah, he is. He sure is. And then Edgar Loudermilk with Jeff Autry, and they're just phenomenal world-traveling musicians. And Jeff Autry is one of my favorite guitar players.
All right,
of course, besides Donnie.
Except this guy right over here.
Right.
Big lineup coming up there. You also want to tell folks about that big cruise you got coming up.
Yeah, well, let me. The tickets for Saturday, September 3rd at the Lincoln Theater, Marion. Song of the Mountains.org.
Okay.
Song is singular, mountains is plural. Songofthemountains.org. Now, the cruise you're talking about, Kathy Kennedy, who's on here a lot.
On here all the time.
She's doing it for us. She's great to work with. We're going out on Royal Caribbean. It's a fundraiser for Song of the Mountains, which Song of the Mountains is a nonprofit 501c3 through the Appalachian Music Heritage Foundation. But we're going out on a cruise as a fundraiser March 11th through 16th. Key to going on the cruise is get good cabins and get them early. A small deposit gets you on board. Or at least reserved on board, and then Kathy will work out payment plan, whatever it is. But we've got Joe Mullins and the Radio Ramblers, Lorraine Jordan, and Carolina Road. David Browning is the Mayberry deputy, sideline, and a whole lot more.
I don't know how they're going to contain that all on one boat.
It's hard to do, but we did it last year. It was great. Everybody's coming back. And that's songofthemountains.cruise.com.
All right, very good. What are you playing for us this morning?
We're going to do a song that was done years ago by a band called The Dreadful Snakes, which featured Jerry Douglas and a bunch of folks. And these boys right here are going to make it sound good.
All right, take it away.
Thank you, Chris.
Who's that knocking at my door? Have I heard them knock before? Is it people trying to get into my room? Who's that tapping at my window? Who's calling me to go to a place that is filled with dark and blue? Well, this life that I'm living, it seems so unforgiving. I find trouble everywhere that I go. Oh, I'd like to seek it first, just to quench my burning thirst, like the waters that are flowing all the snow. Who's that knocking at my door? Have I heard that knock before? Is it anyone trying to get into my room? Who's that tapping at my window? Who's calling me to go to a place that is filled with dark and gloom? down that pathway that always leads the wrong way. But this time I don't think I'll be mad. It's like a freight train pulling me. There's a dark tunnel ahead I see. These trains going down a one-way track. Who's that knocking at my door? Have I heard them knock before? Is it people trying to get into my room? Who's that tapping at my window? Who's calling